G'day everybody, I'm going to talk about the Solar Angel, right there. And it was brought at the reject shop in the outdoor section. Now, does that mean it's outdoor? Well, if you're a quick shopper and a quick thinker and you're just looking around and you don't double check everybody's work and you just hope that it's the right thing, that we all do, right? But we're in these days, you get it? So you got to double check everything until we get things right again. And we got things wrong a lot because they're not what they say they are. And China and a lot of other countries say these things to sell products or to deflect your thinking of what they are really, right? And that is not an outdoor solar, right? I'm about to tell you because it gets water in it. So you think it's an outdoor product as it says solar, right? But you could actually have that sitting here in the window facing in, and get it. And when you look at this design, because I thought it was a bit weird at first how they had the solar at the back there, because it's facing in. So if it's sitting here, it makes sense, doesn't it? Inside with the solar getting the solar. But you can do the same thing outside, of course. Gardens outside in the bright sun doesn't matter, it really doesn't. But this product is not waterproof. So if it's not waterproof, then technically it's not an outside one then, because you try getting the sun on an angle, you could hear a little bit. I suppose it can happen, but it's limited, isn't it? Where, and the rain could still come here too, it depends on the angle of the rain, right? And there's a little lip goes out as far as the path there, as you can see. Similar on the roof, a bit shorter. But there's no really waterproof outside, is it? Unless you have a full-on decking. But when it comes to try to get the sun and be waterproof, you can't. If you can get the sun reflection like that, except a little bit of nothing right at the end, I suppose you can get a little bit of nothing, which is really on an angle, right? More than what the rain would do. Most of the time the rain gets in, plus with wind, right? That's how rain usually gets in everywhere outside. You add your wind, right? But that is not waterproof. So if it's not waterproof, it technically is not an outdoor thing, is it? But go back, think about all the things that he said and about how we meant to trust and how the government's meant to buy certain things so we can trust again, so that we don't get ripped and all that. I've mentioned that in another clip before. That's what's happened, and it's got all water in it as it's just shut sealed. It hasn't got a seal around it. It's just boom, with the plastic in the back. And when you open it up, you can see that. And so it's waterproof for a little bit, but then the moisture gets in there and then it's flickering and it's carrying on, and that's what it did. And so it got opened up and looked at by Emma as I'm showing her how to do things lately that are not too hard and basic, and she likes to do it, I think. She's getting there. Oh yeah? You don't mind opening things up every now and then if it's not too hard?
Yeah, now I am.
Yeah. And realised that it was moist. You dried it out the best you could and put it back out there, and it seems to be working. And so it's the moisture that got in there and made it all go because it's touching negative and positive and all that. It's not enough power to fry it when it comes to small electronics, so a lot of them you can dry up and might get going again even though you try to turn it on. But if it's a high powered unit, you try to turn them on, the more high powered, the more likely they'll go like that on you. Right? So when it comes to them and the reject shop, if I ever went there personally myself, but I don't get out much now, I would say to them that that is not an outdoor, and you need to put it into the indoor section and say it sits at windows. Now, how did they sell it to get the whole confusion? Where it come from? The movie's taking off again. It's like keyword. What they did is they just said solar light. And so if you just go solar light and don't actually word what it's meant to be, window or indoor, then it'll get confusing for the person who knows what it is at that. But when it comes to the seller, they're like, oh, we want that. Because then they might put it outside and inside, huh? And if they put it outside, they'll realise it's not. And then they'll realise that we worded it a certain way. And then they'll realise they're the dumb idiot because they don't look hard enough. But then they'll realise, hey, we shouldn't have to do all these as a shopper. But anyway, You know what I mean? Trickery, tactics. They all get what they want. They all want more money, more sales, money. It's not about being fair to you or you getting ripped off. That's a small thing. They'll look at it. And if they look at it as a small thing, then they can live with that. Right? But it all adds up, these things. They're all adding up. So that dude's doing it and that dude's doing it and they're all taking that little bit of guilt. I'll tell you a small thing, I'm only doing a small thing. Right? But it all adds up and it becomes a big major thing. And so you need to get all these people, like I say, the 1%, it's less than one for the 1% that are doing it. You get all them and then put them together, say 100,000 super rich or something. And between all them, they're the ones that cause the problem. They should have all the guilt. They're, to them together as one. So they should feel it, but they don't look at it like that. Oh, they go, no, it's him in the broad tree. Yeah, but you're all together. You're the ones doing it. So you can make more money. You're the ones making money, aren't you? Little wing bag tail out there again. Different colours every now and then, but that's our local standard, as they call it, like our little mouse. Or mice, so to say. Same colour. Anyway, I thought I'd chuck that out and put my thoughts out there. And if the reject shop people see this clip, they might just go, I might just change that to the indoor section. And I don't want the guilt of it going wrong, or it even getting brought back and being put on you in however case, or on the insurance company. Have a good one, everybody, and bye-bye.